I'll be heading back to the Supreme Court later on, but right now I'd like us to head to the Senate, where the Senate had a committee investigating the maize crisis in the country. Is meeting with the management of the National Cereals and Produce Board, Eldoret. Maize farmers have called for the decentralization of NCPB and for its disbandment. Now, NCPB is on the spotlight after some of its silo managers colluded with traders to sell cheap maize imported from neighboring Uganda, and thus shortchanged local farmers who are yet to be paid 3.5 billion shillings for maize deliveries. Now, the NCPB regional manager, Gilbert Rotich, being grilled now. So let's cross over and listen in.
Why are there many trucks next to the stadium drying maize in the sand, in the dust, and in the air? If you have
those are not farmers; those are traders.
And most of that maize is not Kenyan maize. The one you are seeing dried, it's not.
Now, do you receive that maize?
No, we don't.
How do you receive your maize? You are saying the maize you receive is only from the farmers.
Yes.
Now take us to why we receive maize from traders then.
It's stale.
And that is also not true, because between 13th of April 2017 and 15th of October 2017, a window was opened for maize to come in. Maize came in, and cereals boards bought maize from millers and traders and filled the stores instead of the
farmers. At the beginning, he also told us that the people who supply maize here are farmers and suppliers. So then you're not being honest by saying
no. Maybe I aired it's farmers. Only farmers. Yeah.
So the traders never existed?
They could exist, but it's difficult for us to know because of the vetting.
Then how sure are you the maize that is being dried at the standard? If you can't, you don't have any independent verification.
Anyway, Ugandan maize normally has red tip, and we don't allow red tip we don't buy red tip maize. If you go even and analyze what is in the stadium, you'll get its red tip maize.
Yeah. And also, sometimes.
So have you been able to reject all red tip maize?
Yeah.
If we analyze your stores, we will not find any red tip maize.
We normally reject the red tip maize, and if we can carry out an analysis, we will not find in our stores.
Yeah.
But the silo managers have tried to reject most of this maize from the red tip maize. But sometimes it's very difficult to differentiate. As you can even realize, even the Ugandan farmers across the border and so on, they normally buy the Kenyan seeds from Kenya seed here.
Okay.
And even in Tanzania, they buy Kenyan seed. We have a branch in the Kenyan seed branch in Tanzania. They sell the seeds. Then actually the quality is the same. So sometimes
over the years, that red tip is disappearing.
Over the years, unless you go beyond Kampala, that's where you can get another red tip, because the Kenyan maize seeds as a Jafika.
But are we of equal understanding why National Cereals Board is receiving from our farmers only?
Yes.
Do we have the same understanding?
Yes.
What is your understanding as to why you are not buying from traders and you are not buying from farmers? Be sure we have the same understanding.
Chair, that question cannot be answered that question.
Yes.
We want you to give us records. If you don't have them now, send them to us.
To our clerk.
The total number of your registered farmers.
Yes, correct.
The projection of the crop you are going to get this year, the projection of the crop you are to get last year, and how much crop you got, the value, how much you pay the farmers, and some reasonable sample of vetting documents at the time of letting farmers to deliver, and a sample of the revetting that is not necessary to get the farmer paid.
Yes.
And a bit of the rejection forms, a few of the rejection forms.
Let me comment something on rejection. By rejecting maize, it is not total condemning that particular crop. the farmer can correct if it is in terms of if the moisture content.
He already told us that.
Yeah.
He already told us that.
But Chair, something is not clear.
Yes.
If we only receive maize from farmers,
Yes.
how comes farmers still have maize from the last crop in their stores and
they are not
in
able to
NCPB,
deliver?
and they are not able to deliver here? They have maize in stores from last harvest. There is more maize in the shamba now. They are afraid of harvesting it because they don't know where to take it.
Yes.
And you're telling us that you only pick from farmers. So what is in your store?
Number two, so that you answer both, how much did you receive from importation during the window of importation?
Yes.
That is April to October
2017.
2017.
Yes.
How much did you receive from importation?
I think from the importation we received about
In this,
in this region.
yes.
Imported maize.
We want to know how much you received
Yes.
and from who.
What,
Yes.
yeah, and for what period?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you paid it off. There is no outstanding debt to those who supplied in that window.
Actually, the maize, I think the maize, the imported maize, they were meant for the millers. They came and then they were diverted to the millers. We didn't,
You did not receive?
And
the maize were dispatched from the city from Mombasa
from
From
Mombasa.
Mombasa.
to
Yes.
various places in the
Millers.
country.
Yes.
To millers, yes.
Now,
And the
friend,
millers,
don't go that route. We'll cite you for contempt.
Let
What remember?
if you have
The
to
maize
let
that
it
was
be.
brought from Mexico,
yes,
records from KRA,
yes,
We have that.
and your headquarters in Nairobi show
yes.
how of it was sold to serious boards.
Correct.
And these importers walked away with a clean 18 billion profit.
Mheshimiwa,
So don't tell us
I
that
agree
it
with you.
went to millers.
I
never
agree,
came to us.
I agree with you, Mheshimiwa.
Yes.
The maize that was imported, actually it was sold to the cereal board. I agree with you.
It was sold to serious
And then
yes.
the reason was that there was supposed, the cereal board was supposed to give to distribute to the millers.
To the millers.
Did you distribute?
Yes.
Yes.
Now the question.
Did
Yes.
all of it go to the millers?
Yes, all of them, almost 99% went to the millers. And with a small balance of 653,000 bags that remained. That later on they were authorized to sell to the millers again.
If
They're still selling.
serious boards had money to buy maize from the importers,
Yes.
who are largely millers
Yes.
and some shadowy companies,
Yes.
why did you import the maize yourselves?
Well,
Because you ended up handing over taxpayers' money as profit to these importers
Mheshimiwa.
of 8, I have not finished,
yes.
of 18 billion. If you had money in the ready to buy maize from importers,
Yes.
why did you import the maize?
Mheshimiwa,
Or
that's
buy
fine.
from the farmer?
Yes.
Let me correct something, Mheshimiwa. Payment of imported maize was not done by NCPB.
Actually, that's what one said.
It was not done by.
We
It
have
was
been
done.
told NCPB bought about 700,000 metric tons of maize from importers. This is a record we have already
Yeah, we
in our
have.
possession.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, then that was beyond us.
Beyond us now.
Are you denying that existence?
Well, I don't want to comment on that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because
That was beyond us.
but then what did you receive here? You're saying,
From that
did you
window.
receive in that window imported maize in your store?
Yeah, for distribution to the millers.
You received as NCBB.
Yes.
Did the millers also receive grain for storage in your store? Because you have 1.2 million bags that belong to the millers.
Well, I'm not aware of that because according to the records there, they were just being received here and then diverted to the millers.
How about the millers themselves? Because you also, you have yours that you are buying.
Well,
And then the millers are also buying.
Yeah.
The millers are also importing.
Yeah.
And they come to your store.
Yeah.
Are they getting imported maize stored here?
in the stores.
What happens, madam?
Yeah.
The lease space. I think you are talking about the lease space to
yeah,
millers,
the list space, or you don't know
We don't know what
there.
goes on.
What
over
goes,
there.
what
Yes,
goes on there.
yes.
So when you lease, you are not aware whether they are millers.
They manage.
No, we are aware.
When you lease them, they manage on the account.
Yeah.
So you need to supply us with the list as a vice chair has instructed for the people that lease the space. Those millers you are talking about,
And
the
my question
individuals, so that we are okay.
Strategically, when you are leasing out this space, you prospect also the expected farmers and the time they are supposed to come, or you just lease? Because there should be a window that we are leasing out to you, the millers or whoever, from now up to this time, because we are expecting farmers to come in at this point of time. Or do they on release without timelines, or what's happening? Because my expectation now is that those who leased should have cleared because the farmers are ready to come in. And the priority number one is the farmers.
And maybe in addition, for what period do you lease? Is it annual or it's for the season?
I thought they said when there is space.
I think they have given us, Chair, the list of...
Let them answer. Let them answer.
We have either short leases, quarterly leases for 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. But in some instances, you get long leases, which are done from Nairobi.
From Nairobi. Leases from Nairobi, not without consultation from the government?
Yeah, they normally recommend. Yeah. But the
because they're the ones who declare the space is
yes,
existing.
correct, yes, yeah.
Now,
because my expectation is that the headquarters in Nairobi should be working closely with the consultation from the people on the ground. So that will tell them the space we have maybe in 2 months will be over because we are expecting from the farmers.
Ideally, they are supposed to be short-term leases, just
mostly between now which period?
Between 3 months and 1 year, not more than
leases.
Yeah, when my question actually was the farmers who have been paid. I've seen a list here that we had a clear list which was signed by Kijuri, which actually. Do you have
the clerks are the main committee clerk cross with this?
Okay, but nevertheless, I'm seeing the payment here looks very funny because the farmers who are not paid are small-scale farmers who deliver small amount of maize. Yes. But there are farmers who have been paid who delivered so much and they are repeated. For example, in page 1 here, there's a farmer, Christopher Kemai, who was paid 146,000. But the subsequent farmer that follows is Abraham Karitu Kikotho, who has been paid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. A lot of money. There's a few one who has been paid one, and the one who has not been paid here for anything because he has missed. And it's very funny because...
That also goes back to, there was a formula that was shared to this committee by your bosses in Nairobi. Are you aware of that formula of payment?
It's interesting. When you go also after frequently, you get somebody by the name Alice Wanjiku Kitaiga, who has been paid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 times. And there is a farmer here who delivered once and has not been paid. Are you fair?
And chances are that is a trader and not a farmer.
Yeah. Yes.
And then to add on.
And funny enough, it follows a particular tribe. There are some tribes who are paid frequently. Yeah, because the next one who has been paid frequently is Anne Wambui Mbothia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Mbothia. And there is a Korean who has...
Right, on your screen was a developing story of the Senate committee probing the maize crisis, where the committee was meeting top NCPB managers, including the manager, NCPB Eldoret manager, that is Gilbert Rotich, who was also being grilled when it comes to importation of maize into the country and the payment of farmers. The totals to 3.5 billion. Several farmers have not yet been paid. And of course, the top managers telling the Senate committee that they do not pay imported maize, and so it is continuing developing story. The sitting continues in Eldoret, and we shall give you latest update as and when we get them, because we have a senior political affairs reporter, Patrick Amimo, is following that story keenly in Eldoret. Now on